Were you ever curious of the top 5 signs that love to argue in a relationship? Well, just check this out. Watch till the end.
Listen, you ever wanted to know what zodiac sign loves to argue in a relationship? I'ma tell you. Here's the top 5 zodiac sign that loves to argue and gonna drive you crazy in a relationship. Number 5. Aries. And Aries can be very spoiled. Aries can be very bratty. Aries always want to get their way. So out the gate, you should know automatically y'all gonna argue all day. An argument with an Aries gonna keep you on your toes, baby, because they gonna be all over the place. And Aries mind is like this. They love to feel the highs and lows of a relationship. So a lot of times the Aries don't mind a fight here and there. Because you know why? Because they want some makeup sex. Of course, Aries are passionate. And baby, like I said, they need to be stimulated. And in a relationship, when you get an Aries in their feelings, they don't care who's wrong or right. They just want to win that argument. And sometimes in an argument, an Aries can act like a big old baby. I know you are, but what am I? I'm not listening. I'm not listening. What you say? Because I ain't hear it. So get ready, baby. That Aries is going to drive you crazy. But then again, y'all going to have some makeup sex afterwards. So it's bittersweet. Number 4. Aquarius. Please understand that Aquariuses think they're smarter than you. Aquariuses think they're wiser than you. Aquariuses can sometimes think you don't know no better. No, baby, get out your feelings. Use your logics. In a relationship, Aquarius will definitely challenge your They're gonna challenge your thoughts, opinions, and your mentality. Listen, baby, don't let society tell you who you should be. Think for yourself. Aquarius is gonna drive you nuts because they're gonna debate you about everything. Because in their head, they think differently. They're unique and they always know what's best. They're gonna constantly be attacking your mindset and how you think. In a relationship with a person like that, baby, you're gonna get tired. Like, oh my God, can you shut up, please? Aquarius is a weird to like to be different just to be different and go against the grain just to go against the grain. So of course you're gonna argue with a bitch like that. Number 3. Gemini. There's a side of Gemini that's very fun-loving and carefree, the life of the party. And there's the other side of Gemini that likes to argue. That's the that's gonna slice you to shreds with their words, especially if they have to ask twice. In a relationship, if you're not doing what that Gemini wants, baby, please understand that argument gonna start immediately. Geminis, ooh, they got a mouth on them. And no matter how much a Gemini love you, they will still curse your ass out. In a relationship with a Gemini, when they don't get their way, they're gonna definitely have an attitude. And I'm convinced that sometimes Geminis just like to argue. I think it low-key turn them on. And one thing's for certain, that Gemini definitely gonna get the last word. Gemini can definitely be a wild child. A wild child that you gonna argue with on the regular. Number 2, Leo. We all know that Leos are very sexy, amazing, gorgeous, and awesome. We know that. But one thing we also know about Leos is that they're very sensitive. Not only sensitive, they can sometimes take things personally. Wait, what you said? What you mean by that? Winning an argument with a Leo won't be easy, baby. Because a Leo has an ego, and their ego won't allow them to stop. And Leos are definitely one of those signs that thinks they're always right, which is why sometimes y'all gonna definitely argue when they don't get their way. In a relationship, Leos require a lot of attention, and if you don't give them attention or meet their needs, they gonna get sassy. Because when a Leo wants attention from bae, they not gonna wait for it, they gonna take it. Because in their head, they're bad. They shouldn't have to ask for it anyway. These are very stubborn, but they're also very passionate. They got a slick ass mouth. If the argument is not resolving Leo's issues with you, they gonna go to step 2, which is playing mind games. Whether it's devil's advocate or manipulation, understand the dramatics and the show of Leo must go on. So you're dealing with a stubborn, dramatic, sensitive person who just happens to think they're the baddest bitch on planet Earth? Oh yeah, baby, y'all definitely gonna argue. And number 1, Taurus. Please understand that Tauruses are not easily fooled and easily persuaded. A lot of times Tauruses don't like to compromise. In order for a Taurus to compromise, it has to make complete sense. Not sense to you, but sense to them. If it don't make sense to them, then it don't make sense. So therefore, they don't see the reason to compromise. And in a relationship, they're gonna drive you nuts. And 9 to 10 times, Taurus is hard being in the right place. But once you get them upset and they are triggered, they shut down. Not only do they shut down, their ears shut off. Not only that, they're gonna ask you to cite your sources. Where you got this information from? It don't make no sense. Tauruses tend to be very fair. So they'll definitely listen to you up until it stop making sense to them. Then at that point, baby, that Taurus gonna cut your mic. When a Tauruses get into an argument, they're not arguing to prove that they're right. It's about them proving you wrong. Taurus are definitely stuck in their ways. And best believe, baby, they ain't backing down for nothing. So of course y'all gonna argue about everything. And I think that's it. What I missed. Which zodiac sign do you think is the most argumentative in a relationship? And as always, thank you so much for watching my video. And if you enjoyed it, can you please share it for me, please? You gonna share it? Yeah? Okay. I love you. And I promise I'm not gonna be argumentative. I love you. Bye.
So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments your sign and your pet peeves.